And then, I mean, she can jump and dance in heels, but she can't fucking walk in them. That's amazing, girl. She's actually one of my best from the show. Make some noise one more time for the incredible artistry of government named Kimberly Chi. Look at these gorgeous men who we are also selling after the show. If you like them with scruff, we have this one. If you like them to look a little younger, we have this nice young lady who's setting up chairs right now. She's nearsighted, so she doesn't know where I am. I'm just like, what? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? And my mic's gonna stop working now. Perfect. All right. More drag queen snippings. We're gonna be naked by the time we get to our last city. All right, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for all these gorgeous queens. Make some noise for Miss Roxy Andrews. Make some noise for Naomi Smalls. Put your hands together for Pearl. Keep on clapping for G-Dora. Choices is Tatiana. And she is your little Christmas tree. Make some noise for Miss Kimchi. And of course, my name is Roberta, the female impersonator. Thank you. Now, this is a little Q&A moment we're gonna have here. You guys have written down some questions that you want us to read and answer, so that you're gonna finally get to hear what we think, as if we don't talk enough already. So, our first question goes to New York City veteran Thorgy Thor. How old were you when you started playing the violin?
Well, by the way, I was a private teacher for many years, and all my students always used to ask me that question. I was like, I'll just move on. How about you fucking practice more? There were 3, by the way. That's how I talked to all my 3-year-olds, yeah. Okay, bitch. How old was I? I was young. I was, first grade. How old are you in first grade? I was 6 years old. So that answers the question.
13.
But funny enough, I started on violin, but I got really, really, really long very quickly. And all my teachers were like, oh, you need to start playing bigger instruments. So like they put me on viola, and then I taught myself cello years later. And now I worked more on cello than I did violin. And I taught myself, bitch, so there it is.
Same. This question comes from Billy. Billy lives in Hazel Park. By the way, the last question was from Martin. It probably says
Great name.
From Detroit. Yeah, they don't have names here. I found out earlier. They just make up names. I met a kid named Feather. Feather, raise your homosexual hand. Yes, girl. He's like, did you just assume my gender? This question's for Pearl. Feather, you're beautiful. I love you. If you could hook up with any queen from the past, season 8, with who would it be? Any queen, I guess. Who you want to slam?
Does that include the pit crew?
It says queens, so yes. Because they are queens.
No, bottoms only, so yes.
Get it, girl.
And she sizes everyone up.
Be real.
How about just one big free love orgy? How about that? Is that the political answer?
It is. It's not the one they wanted, but it is the political answer, yes.
The truth is, there haven't been any eligible bachelorettes on the show yet. For me. But I'm picky. You know, half of these bitches use their celebrity to fuck everyone that comes around. But me, I feel like I've had... I'm just kidding. No, I feel like I've been, honestly, less interested in my sexual desire since I've been touring so much. I don't know.
The change.
Is that weird?
She's been having hot flashes, she's lost her sex drive. Poor Pearl.
They changed my mood stabilizer, so that kills the, you know.
When drag queens do it, it's called menopause, girl. It's different. This question is from Dexter from Downriver. Is that a town, or are you just like from right down the river? What the fuck is that? This is for Kimchi. Kimchi. This is gonna be a quick answer. How did you come up with your drag name?
I did not understand. I'm just kidding. So if you guys don't know, kimchi is a traditional Korean dish. It is the national dish of Korea, and if you don't know what it is, it's a fermented cabbage that smells like shit but tastes like heaven. And when I was picking my drag name, I wanted to pick a name that represents my culture, because I feel like Koreans are very underrepresented here in American culture. So I figured, Kimchi, and first name Kim sounds feminine, right? So yeah, that was it. Thank you.
Her original drag name was You Got to Be Kidding Me.
No. There was two, and Pearls noticed because we started drag together. The very first night I went out in drag, my drag name was Disney Princess. and also, Pearl's name, the first night we went out, was Sigourney Beaver.
Random fact, Thorgy's original drag name was Shenanigans. And my original drag name was Kitten with a Whip. Yeah, girl. So we all have slave names. This one is for, by the way, I only say slave names to make white people uncomfortable. This next question, because it's so easy. Tatiana.
Yes.
Who was the worst contestant on season 2?
Worst in what way?
I guess I'll just make up the rest. I don't know, who was unbearable, who was hard to, I don't know. Take it however you want to take it.
You know what? Tyrone.
I would say you guys are yelling Tyra, but whoever's yelling Tyra probably couldn't win RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm just saying, girl.
Right?
Everyone's always like, you're the worst winner. Like, you probably couldn't win RuPaul's Drag Race, so why yell Tyra?
I think it was probably, it's a draw between Raven and fucking Tyra. To be honest, from my point of view, they were just, but they were terrible in different ways. Tyra was just a lot, and also not a lot at the same time. And then Raven was just, she was just Raven, so I think that speaks for itself. But yeah, I think an even draw between Raven and Tyra, right?
Word.
Y'all agree with that a little bit?
She basically just said Tyra was a bad queen and Raven is a bad person. That's what she basically said. This next question is from Brittany from Detroit, Michigan. Brittany's question is for Roxy Andrews. Was there any backstage drama that did not air on All Stars 2?
There was a lot of drama that was not aired on All Stars 2. Tatiana had a fight with one of our producers, and she was like, I'm a fucking grown man, you're not gonna yell at me like that, bitch. Because on the show, when we leave the runway, we're usually, they call it on ice. And on ice means we cannot talk. And if something serious like our double elimination on season 5 happened, we're on hard ice. So we were on hard ice because of something, and Tatiana and I were laughing about something. We were smoking outside, and they were like, Tatiana's just laughing, and they yelled at her, and she was this one person, and she's like, no, you're not gonna fucking talk to me like that. I'm a grown man. I'm not talking about the show. I'm gonna speak. So I was very happy that she did that. And Phoebe O'Hara had a big fight. I'm giving you all the tea because I know y'all want it. When Alyssa and everybody came back into the room, there was a lot of drama between us, but when the camera shut up, y'all are getting this and it's gonna be on fucking Twitter, ain't it? But there was a lot of drama and Fifi felt like she was kind of set up. You know when they were asking her, or when she was talking about Alyssa and why she felt Alyssa should have went home and all that, and then the mirror came on and they were all back there, she felt that all the questions were being aimed to her. So when we finally settled down and the cameras were off, she looked at Alyssa and she was like, you know, they asked me all these questions, that's why I was saying and my answer, and I feel like those are my answers, but that's why I was saying it. And, you know, Alyssa was like, well, that's not what I heard, this and this and that, so then Fifi got on her thing, on the microphone, and told all the producers to come in, and needless to say, she went home next week. Like, and the rest, lots of producers.
And the rest is her story.
But yeah, that's 2 pieces of drama y'all didn't see.
As Dr. Phil says, no matter how flat cook a pancake, it's always got 2 sides. This question is from Jasmine from Birmingham, and it's from Naomi Smalls. Who was the shadiest queen on season 8?
That is so fucking obvious. She had really bad eyebrows and she was a Britney Spears impersonator. mean, I love him to death now, but that bitch was like there for reality television. He came with his guns loaded, and whenever there was an opportunity for a fight, he was always in the middle of it. And he made really fucking good TV. But he was definitely the shadiest bitch of season 8.
Derek would get like loaded. Derek would get like, by the way, we had one drink, but Derek's like 13 pounds, soaking wet. She's 2 feet tall. So she gets one drink and she's like, whoa! Bob, you look ratchet. Fuck you, kimchi. I'm Thorgy, you're an asshole. I was like, girl, you had one drink. Why are you popping off? She would go next day, she'd be like, oh my God, I was so drunk. I was like, you had one watered down, absolutely.
2 sips. 2 sips.
This question is for Bob. It's me. This is from Tanya from Royal Oak. Tell us about your craziest experience being recognized in public.
What?
My craziest experience being recognized in public. Well, it's not really in public, but the craziest thing that people always do is if you're on Grindr. For those of you who don't know what Grindr is, it's an app for adult men to meet adult men, and you get together and you bake cookies. So I'm just looking for people to bake cookies with, right? And then I'm on Grindr and someone's next to me like, Christmas! Woo! And I'm like, not here, not here. Not here and not at a funeral. Not here, girl, not here. At the doctor's office, sure, maybe, but not here, girl. And also, I always love seeing people, and I love being recognized, it's fun. But the craziest thing, and I don't know how to respond to it, is when people see you and they just start screaming. Just screaming and pointing. And I am from Atlanta, Georgia. That is scary, okay? Someone's like, ah! What? They're like, I'm like, oh yes, girl, hey girl, take a picture. So that's always my crazy experience. This is for Thorgy. The question's from Angela from Rochester Hills. What was the highlight of your recent trip to Australia?
Give me my drink back, Tatiana. Thank you. What was my highlight about Australia?
Your highlight of your most recent trip to Australia.
By the way, I went to Australia for 2 weeks with this motherfucker. She is crazy. Like I wrote down, I literally like for like material when I have to like vamp for 45 minutes on the mic. I text myself things that she would say. I'm like, that is brilliant. Like things like, oh, can I get it right? See, now I'm on the spot here. I wrote what she said. You're like, listen. You're like, when I go out as a man, a 6 foot. You said when I go out as a 6 foot black man, I'll do what I want. You wouldn't want to fuck with me. But when I go out as a beautiful woman, I'll blow anybody to get out of a situation. Or like things like that. You said it much better. It was so eloquent. By the way, you always want to. This is the highlight of my trip. Was Tatiana. So give it up for Tatiana. She literally. We got chlamydia from koalas. We fed 5,000 kangaroos. You know, we rode camels through. You know, go camels are over there. Yeah. I just
making up stuff. There was panda bears. There was an Eskimo.
But let me tell you, hanging out with this cat was like the best because we are complete polar opposites, and it was like a yin-yang situation. Anything I wanted to do, she didn't want to do, and she's like, I won't do that, bitch. And I would always go along with what she said. I'm like, Tati, you're kind of like in charge. Like whatever you want to do, bitch. And she's like, you're kind of incredible, and I fell in love with you. Like you're my new best friend. I love you, girl. I had a blast with her. But on another note, besides, stop talking about you, bitch. What else do we enjoy? What else do we enjoy about Australia? What do we do? We got chlamydia from koalas. By the way, the men are beautiful there. Why are they so gorgeous? Well, she just go to like the sauna every night. I was like, I'm gonna get my rest. Anyway, so yeah, Tati was the highlight.
You have it, Tatiana. This question is from Mary Lou from Rosedale. It's for Pearl. What was your worst Christmas gift ever, and who gave it to you?
Oh my God, is that my ex? Baby, I told you not to come to my shows. It's embarrassing. I'm trying to find, the next Diog. Yeah, thanks, Naomi. It's just, when I'm at a loss for words, so you are. What was the question?
What's the worst Christmas gift you ever got, and who gave it to you?
The worst Christmas gift is probably traveling, and you guys, fans, as much as I love like really amazing gifts that you bring. My favorite is like a bar napkin with a picture of you scribbled on it. So probably some of my like silly fan art throughout touring last year. Well, they're horrible. It's on a bar napkin, a sweaty bar napkin. Yeah, they're all drunk and pulling my wig and like, I made these for you. I didn't have time to do your real one. And you know, it's kind of real.
The worst gift was admiration. She hates that. All right. Stop liking me.
I'm gonna go smoke.
This next question is for Kim Chi. And she is from Shannon from Southville. And Kim Chi's gonna love this question. The answer is no. I have to ask. First of all, Shannon, you don't have to ask. Shannon's like, I have to ask. I literally have to, or I'll die. Have you finally lost?
Oh, God.
My mom? No.
Have you told your virginity? Have you lost your mom? No. Yeah, have you lost your virginity? That's the question.
No. And no, I'm not gonna get into that, but no.
The short answer is no. In Spanish, no. In Korean, no.
You need to let it go. You need to let it go.
Just take some notes from Elsa. Let it go. Be one with the wind in the sky. You know what I mean? And let her keep
At the last season 8, oh sorry. At the last season 8 tour, I was feeling like really flirty, and this guy was like, "Oh, you're cute," and I'm like, "Oh, really? Really? Okay, we're gonna do this. Message me on Instagram. We'll talk after this." So then he actually does message me on Instagram. I'm like, "All right, so I'm in a hotel room by myself. Feel free to come over if you want." And he's like, "Okay, I'll be there in like 30 minutes." And I'm like, "Okay." And I hop in the shower, get myself ready, wash my butthole, wash every other thing that I could possibly wash.
This is life, guys.
And then I was really, really tired. It's the last leg of tour. We gotten any sleep.
Please tell me she don't.
Hold the mic.
So this was 5 a.m. I wait till 5:30. Oh, no sign. Okay. Wait till 6 a.m. Still no sign. Wait till 6:30. I'm like, okay. I messaged him. I didn't hear back. 7 a.m. I go.
Kim.
Who keeps calling on my mic?
Kim, hold the mic like this.
Okay.
At least the bottom. Don't cover the antenna.
And then I go downstairs and there's Derek Barry and Nebraska Thunderfuck, like really drunk. They're like, "Hey Kim, what's up?" And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to bed. So what I'm trying to say is, to make long story short, I've been trying, but it's not working out.
Oh my God!
By the way, I apologize for that. I think we can move on now. I fell asleep.
Would anybody sleep with Kim Chi tonight?
She's so unimpressed.
Message me on Instagram.
But on a serious note, if you message these girls on Instagram, they will give you their hotel room, especially Naomi. Message her on Instagram. Robert from Detroit. This is my question. Roxy. So, what do you think of our great comeback city, Detroit? Wow. People from Detroit are like, What do you think of the great comeback city, Detroit? What do you think of Detroit?
I love Detroit. Detroit has always treated me well. The only, on this meeting, I'm always honest, bitch. But the only thing I've ever known about Detroit is like what I've learned in like school, and people said, you know, it's a very bad city because of the crime and the gangs and all this stuff. But every time I've come here, I've never seen something bad go down. I feel like everybody that comes out to the shows is a lot of love. So I don't know if it's the gay community or the people that support us as RuPaul Drag Race entertainers. But I thank you guys, because I've always come here and had a great time. So I love it.
She is gang affiliated. Her and Naomi are both in the Bloods. They're wearing red today. We're wearing red. This is for Tatiana. Lawrence from Detroit wants to know, did you ever think you would be back on RuPaul's Drag Race after season 2?
You know what? I really wanted to, so I just assumed, like, I wished things into like reality. And I was like, if they do another season of All Stars, like, I'm gonna get that shit. Because I tend to do real well on season 2 of things. So I was like, yeah, but like, when I got it, I was very like, just excited and surprised at the same time. So it was like a yes and a no.
I was like, it's gonna happen at some point. I just didn't know when. But I'm happy it happened recently, right? Yeah, it was fun.
This question is from Jimmy from Royal Oak. It is from me. I heard you were hanging out with Whoopi Goldberg at her birthday party in Las Vegas. Tell us about it. This is true. Listen to this motherfucker, all right? I am a huge Whoopi Goldberg fan. I have two really big idols in my life. I have a lot, but two of these women are so amazing. I love Carol Channing. I have a tattoo right here. And I love Whoopi Goldberg. I have a tattoo right here. I have a Whoopi Goldberg tattoo. So I posted on my Instagram, and Whoopi Goldberg's granddaughter loves me. She watches RuPaul's Drag Race. She loves, by the way, her granddaughter is 27 years old. It's not like a little girl. She's like an adult human being person. And she tells her grandma, oh my God, there's this drag queen who loves you. You have to find out about her. I go to her show in New York City, and I say, I was part of the same comedy festival. So I say, hey, my name's Bob. He goes, are you Bob the drag queen? I said, yeah, girl, I'm Bob the drag queen. She goes, hold on, I need to call my granddaughter. I'm like, I need to call my mom. So I'm calling my mom. I'm like, Mom, you gotta talk to her. But she's like, Mara, you gotta talk to Bob. And we both have the phone. And I'm like, I can't even hear Bob. She's like, and then when I'm getting her, I'm like, bye. And she goes, wait, what are you doing this weekend? I was like, canceling gig, nothing. What are you doing? Cancel his funeral, I'm not going to that shit. I had 4 grandparents, one of them get out of here, you know what I mean? My grandparents. So I went to her birthday party in Las Vegas where she taught me how to gamble and play blackjack. She invited me to her show, and then we sat down and had fucking dinner. And then she was like, wait, what are you doing on Monday? I was like, cancels another gig. I have nothing. She goes, come to the View. It's my birthday party. I was like, work, bitch. And as I was leaving the View, she's like, what are you doing on Wednesday? I was like, Whoopi, I have to go. I have to go on tour this time. And then, last thing, she gave me 2 pair of shoes. Whoopi Goldberg wears the size of the shoe, by the way. She has big feet. I mean, not like Naomi Smalls' big feet, but she has like big feet, though. And she gave me a pair of like fox fur, Ugg-looking D-squared boots and a pair of like mesh Louboutins that I can never fit, but they're like in a glass case in my home. So we're basically best friends now. Me and Whoopi just hanging out, you know, living our dreams. Me and my doppelganger just kicking and living our dreams. Naomi Smalls, Josh from Ferndale wants to know, can you tell us your step-by-step procedure to do the tuck?
Okay, so after a couple, you want to tell my tucking?
Yeah. Get it, girl.
They all watch me tuck every single time, and they all always try and take fucking pictures of me when I'm tucking. If you go on Thorgy's Instagram, there's pictures of me. The most likes she's ever had on a picture, you're welcome. But like if I'm getting real serious and like, it's like calls for like a Carmen Carrera kind of tuck, I will get like a cube of ice and stick it on my dick for about like a minute to like really shrink it down. I don't know if girls know about shrinkage. Do girls know about shrinkage? Yeah, don't blame a guy if he has a small dick. Wait for it to get bigger, because he could just be cold. I get like 3 pieces of tape and I go on the ceiling and I get it.
Wait, what?
And I go real down and I crouch back up and then I have a pussy and then I come perform.
Wait, I need more explanation about the ceiling.
Fun fact for the future, Naomi does not tuck for meet and greets. So if you want to find out about the snakes on that plane, come to the meet and greet, girl. Please give it up for the cast of Christmas Queen! Roxy Andrews, Naomi Smalls, Pearl, Thorgy, Tatiana, and Kim G. My name is Bob Bradley. And now we take money from people standing on the side of the stage.